McDo. Mag-breakfast kami doon. Naka-ready na rin si Christian. Yan siya. Tapos, dito ako tignan nyo naman yung kalat ko. Ayan. Dito ako naglagay ng mock-up. Kasi, nandito yung bintana. So, ayan, nakikita nyo yung ilaw galing sa labas. Kasi yellow nga yung mga dito, yung mga ilaw. So, parang hirap, di ba, mamaya paglabas ko ng kabihas nun sobrang puti na pala ng mukha ko. So, ayan, dito ako ayos. So, hindi ko na siya alisin dyan. Nakatapat siya nakalagay siya sa taas ng micro. So, ayun lang, maaga pa 8 pa. Sobrang lamig. Alam nyo ba, dati pa namin balak na mag-Georgia talaga. Kasi, anniversary namin today! Mahal ilang years na tayo? 4 years na kaming, kasal. Tapos, balak talaga namin pumunta dito kahit anong weather. Tapos, nang nakapagpabook na kami ng May, nalaman namin na spring pala. So, sobrang tuwang-tuwa kami. Kasi, diba, sobrang ang ganda ng spring. Hindi malamig, hindi mainit, masarap mamasyal. Pero ngayon, naambon siya kahapon pa. So, hindi ganun kaganda ang aming pamamasyal. Sa bagay, pahinga lang din naman kahapon. Pero ngayon kasi, tsaka bukas, may tour kami. So, sana hindi umulan. Kasi ang hassle naman nun, diba, umuulan pa. Tapos, ang lamig pa, sobra. As in, 14 degrees. Tapos, buti na lang, may mga jacket talaga kaming dala. So, ayun, punta na kami ng McDo para mag-breakfast. So, ayan po ang aming breakfast. Okay, may bayad? May bayad.
Please, anytime, anything, just ask me. Questions make everything a lot more interesting. Like as we move forward, you're gonna get a better view. This is actually a statue related to the poet that we talked about, Gudauri. We talked about a poem called The Knight in Tiger Skin earlier, and this is actually one of the main scenes that happens in there. So the guy we see there is the main hero. His name is Dariel, and the storyline, the plot is that his girlfriend has been kidnapped. His girlfriend has been kidnapped and he has no idea who took her, where she might be, so he doesn't really know what to do. So what does he do? He goes to a river, he's depressed, he just cries. He's just sitting by a river and crying, and then he sees a tiger walking by, and this tiger somehow reminds him of his girlfriend. So he really misses his girlfriend. He tries to kiss the tiger, and the tiger doesn't really like the kiss, or the tiger doesn't accept the kiss, let's say. So they get into a fight, and then he has to kill the tiger, obviously, because the tiger wants to eat him now. So he kills the tiger, and then he skins the tiger and wears the pelt for the rest of the poem. So that's why the whole story is called The Knight in a Panther Skin, because he wears the pelt for the rest of the poem. So that's Georgia romance for you. Nino, the person who converted Georgia to Christianity, and then this man on the horse is David the Builder, or David Armashenebeli as we call him. And what he's known for in Georgia is leading Georgia to its golden age, but he's also known for something internationally, and that is the first blitzkrieg of the mankind. Do you know what a blitzkrieg is? Anyone?
Second World War context.
Yes, it's about war. The thing is, blitzkrieg is a strategy of war. It's basically like taking enemy by surprise. Like that's the basic idea. But this is how it is in the winter times before the snow starts melting, because this gets pretty much completely full with the icicle melt. So because of that, now it's quite empty because it's still the beginning of the spring. But in about a month and a half, this is going to be completely full. The water goes up to the tree line. If you see the tree line, that's up to where the water gets up. The deepest point that this place has 84 meters. So it's a fairly deep water reservoir. This reservoir was built here in the 1980s. To be exact, 1984 is when this place started functioning. It was built by the Soviet Union. And that's something interesting about this place, and that is that right here, the road passing here that we're driving on today was not But as the Tbilisi was growing fairly fast, we needed a new water supply for it. So the Soviets said, you know, we really need this place. Well visible. We just didn't have to trust me on this one. All we have is when the water levels are really low. See a tiny building? That used to be a church. Ananuri Fortress, which is about 10 minutes away from pretty much like almost from scratch. Alright. Then it's gonna be nice for about 4. Show you around the complex, and then if you want to check out the souvenirs or use the bathrooms or something, I'm gonna give you free time, so then you can roam around, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So first we go for the complex.
Ito yung skin ng mga sheep.
And everyone's here. Okay, so we're gonna start our tour not by entering church, but we're gonna start right here. So, let's play a little guessing game. I really love doing that. So, what century do you think this complex might be from? I want to hear some numbers. You don't have to know this, so don't feel bad if you miss it. What century do you think? 16, okay. 16 also?
Yeah.
Other guesses? 14th, okay, not a bad guess. Any other ideas? 15th, okay.
13.
Okay. We had one partially right answer, and we had one very close one. So the partially right was the 14th century, and that is the fortress is not from the 14th century, but the first ever thing that was built here is, and that is the Châtelet Tower that's right behind me here. This is a tower that was built in around 14th century. This is a reconstruction though, but it was built like this, it looked like this, it was built in this right exact spot. So what this was for is in those times we had many invasions. So especially from the north, so the northern tribes would invade. The guards were here, they didn't really make it, so it was more like a theoretical defense or a thing of hope for them. It made them slide. So like was an innovator, and he decided to make this line smooth. And even though this was a brick construction, he made the line this transition line so smooth that it was like invisible. So that's what made the cupola special. But then a couple years ago, the tallest wall. But what's well known here is this tower. The big tower, the biggest one of the complex, is the Zhinvali Tower. Zhinvali actually in Georgian means undefeatable or unconquerable. This is not an original door. My fellow guide is having a nice laugh over there. But yeah, this is not a this is not the historical door, and this is not the original door. This is actually a door that was installed somewhere in like probably 19th century, don't know the exact date. But what you see here is something that is not very nice. The thing is, this shows us how independent and sometimes a bit stubborn the church can be. What happened is the priest that is in charge of the complex decided to cut through the original doors to make the heating in there. And then we, you know, all the Georgians were really unhappy because it's like national heritage. But then he fixed it with the styrofoam and these things, and now they cut through the window. So that's just a story, like side note, let's say. There's also storage. It was also used as like a. So if anyone wants to sacrifice some coins to the local economy, this is the place to do it. And the kids usually come here with the magnet, so that's why they're. I'm very serious. Like the
Really?
kids on the Sunday services, usually they come here with like a rope and a magnet and just. I'm sorry?
They go down?
No. I don't think they're allowed to. It's a bit dangerous, even though this is supposed to be. The cross, which is the cross of the Christ, which is very normal for churches. But what's interesting is at the bottom, the cross has a spike, like a triangular spike, that is hitting the two dragons under. And this is something that historians argue about what it exactly symbolizes. Generally, like, it symbolizes defeating evil, but because there's two dragons, there's an idea that it symbolizes the two prior religions that were existent in Georgia before Christianity became like the major or like the main religion. So before we were Christian, we're pagan, And once we abandoned paganism, still there was a lot of war and battle going on between Christianity and Islam in the country. So still the two religions, they were like the opposing to Christianity, were paganism and Islam. So some historians argue that it's two dragons because of that. But generally, it's accepted as a symbol of like Christianity defeating evil.
Kailangan nakakuha yung head ng babae. So, yan.
And that's how he gets the central piece of the big fresco for himself. And it's interesting how and why St. Jude, because it was always a reservoir, which meant we didn't really have so what there was so much because St. George was a saint, and most of the time George was a fighter. And also because he was a soldier, perfect role model for the soldiers to follow. So that's exactly how he where it would become, like most of the times if they died like heroically, they would become saints, and if they died like with really heroic deaths, then they would get that. But sometimes like the really special warriors could become big saints. So that's why you see those people, they're like different war heroes from Georgian history, and they get the honor to be in church. And there's no bigger honor than that in Georgian culture. So that's how people fought, really, like all they had for their country.
Get into...
The scales. And the scales are a representation like where your good and bad deeds get weighed. And that's exactly, on the one side you have the angels, and on the right side you have the demons. But what's interesting and so far not explained about this fresco, is if you look carefully, you'll notice that on the left side there's 3 parchments, and like on the good side there's 3 parchments, and on the bad side there's 6 of them. Like thinking about it, the right side is supposed to be heavier, so that would make it lower. That's the chair exclusively reserved for the Patriarch of Georgia, who's the leader of the Georgian Church. Okay, so now...
Si Boy Mane. Ang ganda dito, puro mountains. Pero hindi naman ganun kalamig. Ang dami ring turista. Ang galing ng tourist guide namin. No, mahal. Galing-galing pa mag-English. Pero Georgian siya.
Dugo-ilok.
Tapos,
American accent din siya. Nag-aaral siya sa New Jersey.
tapos, may kasama pa kami, mga turista din, mga taga-Ireland naman. So, pag nag-uusap sila, dugo kaming dalawa. Hindi masyadong malamig dito. Saktong malamig lang. May mga yelo pa nga eh. At least kahit pa paano makakahawak ako ng yelo. po, makakahawak na po kami ng snow. Hindi yan fresh. Yung mga nasa taas na lang daw yung yung mga mapuputi. Ito kasi hindi na to mapuputi. Kasi pa spring na. So parang patunaw na yan. Mahal! So ayan na siya.
Hugging that shit.
Nagpalit kami ng sasakyan kasi akyat kami dun sa pinakamataas. Yung van namin hindi kaya.
Hindi po wheel drive kasi kailangan po wheel drive.
Ayun nga. Pero kailangan talaga kasi ganito yung gagamitin. Tapos, excited na kami. Ang ganda sa Georgia. Sobra, dumahal. Sobrang yaman nila sa paano ba?
Sa yellow.
Sa yellow. Hindi, alam niyo yung ang daming ma-amaze ka talaga sa kung anong meron sila. Ayun yung mga kasama namin. Ay, meron daw kami pupunta dun sa taas. So, Ria Bumpy. Ay. Pero yun like, it is okay. Basta sa taas.
Now we're going, and please tell me to watch your hand. First off, it was a monastery, and building monasteries in a Christian country, it's pretty normal. But this one also had a slightly different. Small amount of meat, and you just put it in there in the center. Then you just make one fold like that, and then you just follow through, just making the folds, and you press it tough together because otherwise it's gonna fall apart. And you just have to go in a full circle. And the idea is that to keep the wrinkles even and like to keep it at the same height. That's the challenge. So once you're at that point, then you squeeze the top together like that. So you make what we call the belly button. And you gotta press it really, really tough so it doesn't fall apart when it's boiling. And then you take the top off, press it in. That's Zhinvali.
Sasakay kami sa funicular. Pataas siya. Dito na lang mahal. Ayoko doon magulo doon. Yan tayo. Paano pagpatayin?
Ganun din.
TBILISI at night. Meron silang doon. Anong tawag dyan, mahal? Palaruan. Tuwang-tuwa na sila eh. Tapos, nandun yung Ferris wheel. At syempre, ay!
Ganun mo, baba mo yan.
At hindi kami sasakay dyan dahil sobrang lamig. Gamit ko na ngayon yung GoPro. Nalobat na yung phone ko. Ay, yung camera ko. Oh, may Eiffel Tower sila dito. Makikita natin dito yung buong TBILISI sa gabi. Part 2 ay, ang dilim. Nagdi-dinner kami dito sa funicular. Mga best 2 days na kung walang rice. Pag-akyat namin, hindi kami nakaupo dito sa pinakaunahan para makita namin yung paakyat sana. Ngayon, wala nang tao kaya makakaupo na kami sa harapan.